Hi everyone, I'm Jessica from the Purposes of God, well known as JessieLove04 on Instagram, and today I'm about to share a little word with you, like always. And so today's word is from Romans chapter 8 verse 6, and it says, "Take for the carnally minded is death, but the spiritually minded is life and peace." So, everyone that thinks carnally, his way leads to death. And everyone that thinks spiritually, his way leads to life and peace. But what does it mean? Because if we sin, we don't immediately die. So, a carnally minded person, who is a carnally minded person? A carnally minded person is a person who doesn't know Christ, a person who hasn't encountered the love of Christ and hasn't encountered the love of God, and a person that continues to fill his heart with sinful things, with sinful sins, and think that he can fill his heart with it. But we all know that his heart can be filled with that things, and that path will surely lead to death, and that death is hell. And I'm not saying that if you sin right there you will go to hell, no, and I'm not even saying that God will lead you to hell. I'm saying that if you do certain things, you can most likely go to hell, and it isn't God that brings you there, it's yourself. It's literally like a person creates a prison for one single person from one single sinful nature. And so you don't have to do this, that, or that, and you won't go to prison. That's the same thing. God created hell for Lucifer. He didn't create hell for human beings. And he told us, he gave us commandments like, my sons, my children, my daughters and sisters, don't do this, don't do that, and you won't go to hell. Because I don't want you to go to hell, I want you to go to paradise. But we are doing the exact contrary thing that he told us to do. And we ourselves are creating a pit that we are falling into. And so, what is a spiritually minded, and how to be a spiritually minded? First of all, a spiritually minded person is a person who loves God with all his heart and has chosen God and have faith in God, and all his life is around God because God's the creator of everything and he's the creator of himself. And so the first thing to be a spiritually minded person is to believe in Jesus. You have to believe in Jesus, then you will be saved. You have to believe in Jesus. You have to love Jesus, have to follow Jesus, even into death. You have to follow God's commandments. And if you can stay there, and if you are faithful to the end, you stand in your faith to the end, and you will be safe. A spiritually minded person is a person who has constantly the thought of God. Everything that he does, he consults God and he thinks, oh God, is this thing right for you? Oh God, am I doing the right thing? God, please help me. And a spiritually minded person, a Christian, isn't a perfect person, isn't a perfect human like many things we are. We aren't perfect. We are imperfect. We all aren't perfect. But God will change us. God will try to let us do things that are good. We aren't perfect. We all have insecurities. We all have problems. But a difference that changes us from the world is that for everything and for every problem and for every circumstances, in sadness or happiness, we have God. God is always by our side, and he will never ever leave us. He will never defeat us. He isn't offering a perfect life, but he's offering an eternal life after this world. And he is offering to always be with us in every single moment. So, will you decide to be a carnally minded person or a spiritually minded person? It all stands to you. And it all stands to who you want to open your heart to. I've opened my heart to God and to Jesus.